Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and welcome to This Week in WoW for the week of May 2nd. New patches here, patch 10.1. Season 2 will be arriving next week. Super huge patch, lots to do, of course. We are going to get started with the Mythic Plus affixes as usual, assuming that they are going to work the same way. And we'll talk about that a little bit too. So if things continue to work as usual, it'll be Fortified, Raging, Quaking, and Thundering. Again, that would be Fortified, Raging, Quaking, and Thundering. However, we've never really gone into a season with them removing seasonals completely, changing the bucket of affixes for the other things. And so, you know, maybe the new buckets will already be put in, Thundering might already be gone. I don't really know how this week's going to work, but if it works like normal, where the season 1 carryover or the carryover season, it kind of just sticks with the old stuff and then it kind of resets when the new season starts. But who knows how it's going to work this time, because, you know, it's just the first time for something, right? So let's go ahead and talk about what's going on in the game and then talk about the patch a little bit as well. This week we do have Children's Week going on. Obviously it's maybe a lame way to start talking about what's going on this week, but it is a holiday. I believe it's one of the holidays for like the big meta holiday achievement as well, so you can take part in that. They might have added new things to it, who knows. They added some new things to they added a new thing to Easter, they added a new thing to transmog competition. Perhaps there's new things Children's Week, I don't know, but you can definitely check that out and see if there is. The weekly event is a Dragonflight Dungeon event, very conveniently placed here to not coincide with the new raid, so that way there's no, you know, angst about getting this done and then getting a piece of raid loot. You know, actually people kind of like doing that, I think. I don't know if that's angst or not. I think people actually kind of enjoy that, but so it will not cross over. This dungeon event will not cross over with the new raid and getting like a piece of loot from the new raid, as the new raid does not come out till next week. Probably maybe we also have Wrath Time Walking. It's worth pointing that out. There's Wrath Time Walking to take part in as well. And then probably one of the bigger things as far as non-patch activities is the Darkmoon Fair will be here, like always, the first Sunday of every month. So towards the end of the week, Darkmoon Fair will be here. This is especially important. Maybe you were getting laxed on your professions. Maybe you started off the patch, the expansion very hard on your professions. If you've gotten laxed with them though, this is a good chance for you to get some free skill ups, some free knowledge points and everything like that by going to the Darkmoon Fair and just taking advantage of that here if you're trying to get your crafting back fired up. Or if you're just like me and you've continued crafting the whole time, you just don't want to miss it because you have kept up with everything. That's another obviously very possible thing. Now, obviously, the biggest news is today is patch day. So Season 1 likely comes to an end. I did not see an article on this, but I very well could have missed it. Been a sickness going through the house this week. I've not been on the computer or online very much at all, frankly. I do feel a little bit better right this second, but mostly the kiddo was really sick. So I haven't been online a ton. I do still like look on my phone real quick for articles and stuff like that. I didn't see anything about it, but Season 1 likely completely over, so you shouldn't be able to get you shouldn't be able to get titles and achievements for Season 1 this week. It's kind of a void week, so it's a void between Season 1 and Season 2. At least that's how it normally works, and I haven't seen anything otherwise. So however, there is other stuff to do. You can start the new stuff, right? There's a new zone, the Zarelite Caverns. There's tons of stuff to do in this zone. If for gear-wise, for high-end player-wise, probably the most important thing you can do is make sure you get your Spark unlocked. So in Season 1, we had Sparks of Ingenuity that you got through a questline initially, and then it was RNG after that. We have Sparks again, and you can get one the very first week by completing everything and just doing everything, basically. And then you'll have a chance to earn one every 2 weeks after that. So you get your first one this first null week, this void week or whatever, and then 2 weeks from then you can get your second one. If you want to, you can use that one to craft something right away, and you can automatically have something really powerful to head into next week with, or you can wait and craft it next week, whatever. Either way, if you wanted to craft a two-handed weapon, you would have to wait till a week after the season's open. So some people are kind of hesitant to do that because they don't want to not have anything for that first week that the season starts. But you can go ahead and get that started with you. I assume you can craft the thing. Since you can get the Spark, I assume you can craft the thing even in this void week. So you can take advantage of that. Also, your other crafted gear is going to go from 418 to 421. And that's just to kind of normalize, since they changed the way things are upgrading, just to kind of normalize item levels. Instead of penalizing players for no reason, your stuff's going to go from 418 to 421 if it was crafted at 418. That's the max, right? If it was crafted at the max, it'll automatically get surged up to 421. I don't know if everything is getting 3 item levels or if it's just that max level. But it's possible that everything will add 3 item levels. I'm not sure, but definitely the high end gear does. They came out and said that that is actually intended as well. So you can be happy about that. You'll get. I know I'm gonna get some eye level just from that because I have quite a few crafted pieces on. So I'll get some eye level and some power bonus from that alone. Other than that, obviously, there's other things to do in the Zeralite Caverns as well. There's all kinds of things to do. There's very, very casual stuff. There's, you know, not a lot of hardcore stuff. There's just the stuff you need to complete, like getting your spark, right? But there's tons of casual stuff to do. There's tons of, like, world quests. There's tons of rares. There's mini events. There's reputation stuff that you can do if you choose to. And, of course, like, you know, the way they're doing things now, none of this stuff is mandatory. Just like the Renown and the Dragon Isles was not mandatory. The extra stuff isn't really mandatory to do beyond the basics of getting your spark or whatever. It's not like a super big thing you have to do, but it is there to do, and there's a lot to do if you choose to do it. And, you know, for that, I am thankful because I like having new stuff to do. Even if I only play through it one time, you know, that's enough for me to say that I enjoyed it. And so I'm very happy about that. With this patch, you know, we saw some tuning. We saw some more tier set tuning. Are we going to see any tuning this final week? I think probably so. We might see one more round of tuning this week before we get to the actual season release. We'll see on that. I guess we don't know that for sure, but we'll kind of see where that is as far as that goes. So, yeah. I think that's about it for this week. Not a huge week. Me personally, I'm going to be doing all the the Zeralite Cavern stuff. That's where I'm going to be at. You will find me underground this week. That's what I will be doing. So yeah, I'm super excited about this patch. Hopefully I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm trying to hold back a little cough right now, actually. Hopefully I'm feeling a little bit better as well. And we can all enjoy 10.1. That looks to be quite promising, like most of the expansion altogether. So as always, I do ask you to please subscribe to the channel because that helps me out so much. And other than that, everybody, have a good one.